Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Minisode of the Calypso Cigar Review Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Luna, along with your co-host,
Randy Rankin. Other host. Co-host. Co-host works.
Yeah, whatever.
Co-host.
Randy
It doesn't
Rankin.
mean it does mean I'm insubordinate.
Insignificant host.
It means I'm
Randy
insubordinate.
Rankin.
I'm insubordinate, but I'm not a subordinate. That's for damn sure.
And today we're smoking something.
That's interesting you mentioned that. I'll tell you a story.
Okay, go for it. No, go for it.
Back when I did the radio show, my cousin was
Yeah.
he was the one that brought us in and out of breaks and everything. So I guess he thought that made him the
host. Yes.
And so he thought when he'd say, and my co-host Randy, he thought that he was actually diminishing me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, co means co.
Yeah, together.
Equal.
We're hosting together, yeah.
And then when he found out, he quit calling me his co-host. I was like, really? You're such a dick.
Yeah, we're both hosts of the show. We're
Yeah,
both
exactly.
talking. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's two dudes in a cigar shop smoking cigars. And we are at the Calypso Cigar Shop and Lounge in Richardson, Texas.
Yes, we are, as
And
always.
Today we're smoking the Curivari BV500. This is not the one that was number 7 on Cigar Aficionado. This is the smaller brother of it.
But it is in the family.
It is in the family. It's 5 1/4 by 50. And as far as what this sucker's made of, its wrapper is Nicaraguan, binder Nicaraguan, filler Nicaraguan. Thanks for the deets, guys. That's pretty much all I say about it.
So where's it from?
Nicaragua.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that place.
Nicaragua.
Wow. Back-to-back cigars of wide open draw.
I haven't cut mine yet here. But I've had this before. I bought a box of these at an event really inexpensively, and I was a fan of them. A buddy of mine actually recommended these to me. His name is Bacon Strips on Stogie Friends, and he's currently over doing his due diligence in the Army or Marines or is it Marines?
He's serving.
He's serving our
the
country.
Thank you.
I believe he's in
Thank you,
Marines.
Bacon Strips, and
Yes.
Godspeed, and be safe.
And he's actually going to be back the weekend that we're going to be at the Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Okay.
I wanted to go wish him a hey, welcome
that
back
would
thing,
cool.
but we've got other
We
things.
need to get back with Aaron on Blind Man's Puff for the coming in town for the Rangers game. We need to do that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
So cold draw on this is kind of
It's wide open, but
Yeah.
it's
Nothing
not
there.
a flavor at all.
really no flavor on the foot either. I've had these for over a year, so maybe that kind of took all the
Maybe a
juice
hint,
out of them. Who
maybe a
knows?
hint of grass.
We'll see. We'll
hint
see.
of grass. You getting a little grass?
I'm just getting straight up tobacco. Smell on the foot, it's tobacco. It's a lot of tobacco. Let's see if we smell the wrapper here. And more tobacco. We'll see.
Nice. We cut with our Monte Cristo cigar scissor from Altadis and Eddie Gavito.
Thank you, Eddie, and thank you all to this.
Eddie rules. Eddie's a cool dude. I wish he would actually come on a show, because when you get him in the store and you talk to him, he's fun to talk to. He just gets shy.
He's shy. Yeah, we had him on the show back at the old Garrison Brothers.
5. No, it was the Altadis event in
Oh, it was the
episode
Altadis
5.
Okay. Episode 5? Holy crap.
That was over a year ago.
We were actually walking around and talking to people and stuff. That was crazy.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It's hard to do events. We're probably not going to do any more event episodes because they're just really hard to do. And it makes a lot of work for Brandon.
It's just screw you.
No, but it's hard work for me. It's hard work for you because I have
because he has to
the
work
store.
the event.
Yeah.
We still have to find time to record. And people are talking to us the whole time, and then there's just noise. It's just,
and then I'm noticing someone's at the register, no one's taking care of them, so it's like, oh, shit, I gotta go take care of these people. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. It's not optimal for podcasting.
No, it's not.
Unless they had someone else working the shop, and we were,
Yeah.
away from the event.
So this Texas Frightmare Weekend that we keep plugging out the ass is going to be a blast.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be so much. I mean, I'll work that Friday day so that I'm available Friday night, and I'm off the weekend. Matt knows that I do not work the store that weekend, so we're going to be there, and we're going to get as many interviews as we possibly can. And for those that only like our cigar-centric shows, those won't be your cup of tea. But if you like entertainment, you like movies, you like that part of what we do on the show, it's going to be a treat. I mean, I loved your stuff. I was so disappointed I didn't get to go to that. But
Yeah, me too.
Interviews with John Schneider, one of my favorite people of the 80s. I mean, I was a huge Bo Duke guy. I told you, we rode our bikes. I was Bo. My brother was Luke. Because he had the dark hair.
I didn't really know who he was. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
And
I knew
of course,
who he
Eddie Macon's
was.
run, which I watched, by the way.
Yeah, I watched it
again.
Oh, you watched it again?
I watched it again.
Oh, you have it? I want to see
I have it. I'll give it to you. I'll get you a copy of that.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Boy,
but it
he
was one
looks
of those.
so fucking young. It was actually disturbing watching it because I'm thinking of the Bo Duke that I saw, or John
his
Schneider.
voice changed too.
Yeah.
He's got a really cool like radio voice.
Very
like,
deep, very,
It's a very cool radio voice guy.
Yeah,
now.
and you can tell he's a singer.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
and
got
my
that singer
and my mom,
voice.
my mom's a big fan of him, and she saw the interview. And she's like, he's still so sexy. He has a great voice. I'm like,
Be careful. When I told about a girl liking Costner, I got accused of being So you're going to get that accused because you're going to be like you projected it onto your mom saying that John
Yeah,
Snyder
right.
was good looking. It was really
Yeah.
you.
Well, I was like, he has a better voice than you. I'm like, thanks. She's like, he should do radio. I'm like, I think he's beyond the radio thing.
He's got more thing. He makes more money than.
I'm curious if he could still belt it out. If he can still sing like he used to sing in the day.
Oh, I bet he could. Because, I mean, he just, when he talked, was like, boom, boom. And I think we talked about it. I looked him up. He had 10 top 10s and 4 number 1s or something like that on the country
charts. So
this
Texas Frightmare Weekend. I want to bring some stuff up about this because, I do want to promote it. It's May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
And it's it's in association with Fangoria, so you can't have a better association with that.
That's awesome. I love Fangoria.
Fangoria, that was my shit when I was a kid, man. Fangoria and Famous Monsters. I'd read that all the time. George A. Romero is going to be there, which is a big one. George Romero is shit.
The man.
Tobin Bell, Mr. Saw. Yeah. He's going to be there. And you got a lot of really cool, I guess they call them reunions coming. Yeah. There's the Terminator reunion, so you got Michael Biehn, Earl Bowen, who was the psychologist in that, Jeanette Goldstein, so she was in Near Dark and a bunch of other stuff. I guess she was in Terminator.
I think so. Linda Hamilton, right?
Yeah, Linda Hamilton's going to be there. Peter Kent, who's the stunt guy for Arnold. Christina Loken, and Robert Patrick. So you got people from all the Terminator films.
Okay, my ex-wife wasn't homophobic by any means, don't get me wrong, but she was very straight. And we watched that Terminator movie with Christina Loken in it. And my wife never said this about anyone ever. We left that movie, she goes, if I had to have sex with a woman, it would be with her. And I was like blown away. I was like, really?
You're
She
like,
never
I'm
said
writing
that.
letters to Christina Loken and sending pictures of my wife.
We had a nice night that night.
I imagine. So here's my question about Linda Hamilton being there. Is it Linda or her sister? Because they're twins and they look very much alike. If you don't know, her twin was actually in Terminator 2. There's a scene in Terminator 2 when she's having that dream about the nuclear apocalypse, and there's the girl on she basically sees herself putting this kid on a swing. The person that she sees as herself is her sister. Yeah, and they look identical. I mean, they look exact. The only difference is she was built like a brick shithouse in Terminator 2. That's the only way you can tell it wasn't her.
Right. Well, I'm going to blame Linda Hamilton.
Okay.
She might be the reason why I'm like a Natasha Henstridge and Joe Wagner fan, because she was the prototype. She was the original kick-ass girl who was pretty face, rockin' body, but also not gross muscles, but just toned and in shape and could kick ass. And
I'm kind of excited about this one too. There's a Creature of the Black Lagoon 60th anniversary reunion. You got the guy who played the creature, and you got Julie Adams. That's
awesome.
Cool.
That would be badass.
That's cool. I hope they're a little more, with it, and than some of the people that were at the other thing I went to.
The Teen Wolf got James
Hellraiser. Hellraiser, you got the Cenobite reunion. You got Doug Bradley, who played Pinhead for most of the films. He recently replaced, which sucks. You got the other guy that's the teeth guy. And you got the girl with the crap in her face. So that's cool. Walking Dead, you got Chandler Riggs.
Because there's a chick from that movie that I like. The Dark Girl.
She's not in it.
Damn it. That one sucks. I liked her.
And then you got a Walking Dead reunion. You got Chandler Riggs, who's the kid in that. And then you got Scott Wilson, who is a cigar smoker.
Yes.
So we're really going to try an angle to get a Scott Wilson interview, because I think he'd be able to talk cigars with him, and I think he'd like that other than talking about...
Is he from Dallas?
No, he's not from Dallas.
He's not from Dallas.
Be
That's
nice.
the other Wilsons.
Yeah.
They're from Dallas.
Aliens reunion. You got Michael Biehn from Aliens, who's also there for Terminator, but he's you got the girl from...
I'm going to whip his ass with Tombstone stuff.
Okay.
Michael Biehn.
Yeah, you do that. So there's some guys there from that as well. And then you got Repo, the Genetic Opera. Okay, whatever. Night of the Demons reunion. Leanna Quigley, who was butt-ass naked in Return of the Living Dead, and she was naked in a crap ton of horror movies in like the 80s and 90s. Right. Man, I had so many fantasies about her. She was hot. She was hot. And I probably imagine that she's probably not now, but I'm looking forward to meeting her. Blair Witch Project reunion. You got all the...
I'm definitely all over that.
You got all the primary actors from that. Unfortunately, the director canceled. And also canceled was the mom from Walking Dead. So that's kind of not cool. But that happens, when you have all these people coming to these things.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole bunch of other people there. Charles Band, who does a lot of these B-grade movies. Like he did, the Puppet Master movies and the Doll Man movies. And I actually met Charles Band years ago back in Austin, the same day I met Tim Thomerson, who was a comedian / actor. He was Doll Man in the Doll Man movies. And he was just a super cool dude.
And don't forget, Bloody Billy Pond's going to be there from Doll Boy and Circus of the Dead. It's going to be the premiere of Circus
I'm
of the
looking
Dead.
forward to that.
This is going to be so much fun.
I'm going to record the whole movie with my iPhone.
And Billy's already promised us an exclusive interview. Well, not
Sweet.
exclusive. I mean, he'll interview with other people, but he's going to give us time. We're going to get to interview with him. And we might actually have him on that week as an actual episode.
Excellent.
He wants to come on the week before to promote the weekend, and so we'll see how that plays out.
This is a cool one, too. I'm looking forward to meeting this guy if we get to meet him. Tyler Labine from Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Can't wait. Love that movie. We're both huge fans
He's
of that
awesome,
movie.
yeah.
And did we mention Linda Blair in this one? No?
No,
The
we
great
mentioned
Linda
Linda
Blair
Blair
from
there, yeah.
Exorcist.
You're also having quite the Dawn of the Dead reunion here. You got a bunch of guys from Dawn of the Dead. Tom Savini, a bunch of the primaries from Dawn of the Dead are going to be there. So this is going to be just a weekend loaded with great people to meet and lots of fun stuff to do. I'm so looking forward to that event.
Horror film heaven.
I know.
It's going to be so awesome.
We got to watch like a crap ton of stuff between now and then just to get ready for this.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that so bad.
Oh. And by the way, I hope Linda Blair's aged well. I haven't seen her in a while, but man, back in the 80s and 90s, she was smoking hot.
Yep. She did all
Remember that prison movie?
The prison movie, she's all naked. Oh, yeah. Don't watch this before we interview you, Linda.
Do not, please. But total babe. She was, and she was gorgeous and repossessed.
Yep.
Funny movie.
So what do you think first third? We got a Minisode here, so
a lot of flavor. A lot of flavor. Got a great ash going.
Surprisingly, I mean, when you smelled it and you cut it, it didn't really have a whole lot going on, but yeah, it's got a lot of flavor.
Look at my ash. Yeah.
My ash is
my burn's almost perfect.
My burn's a little off, but still very tasty.
Good ash.
And that's what I remember about these is that I got the box.
There's our buddy John. Say hello, John.
Stay hello.
Say or stay, either one. Look
John.
That's our buddy John.
Last time he showed us his wiener.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Hello.
John and I have discussed more movies than you and I even have.
Yeah, I imagine, yeah.
What are you doing?
Very good so far.
Yeah, so far so good. A lot of pepper.
Yeah.
A lot of spice.
Yep.
He's making fart noises in my ear.
Holy noises.
No, he's making, it's like popping knees or popping.
Okay, joint popping noises.
Joint popping,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
He's popping and locking back there. He's like,
anyway, Texas Frightmare, if you're in the Dallas area or if you're interested in horror films, come see this. It's
definitely
awesome.
come. We'll be there hanging out. We need
to
have Calypso Cigar Review shirts made up by then so we can walk around with them. We should totally do that.
We should.
If anybody knows about making shirts and you want to make some shirts for us,
I know
we'd love
somebody.
to hear from you.
I think I know somebody.
So we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. All right, so we're in the second third of the Buenaventura BV500.
And my ash fell. I showed it and then I dropped it and it fell.
Yep, I got a nice ash, but it is the burn is off.
Your burn sucks. My burn's right on.
It's
tad off. But we have some news about some former guests of our show. Jeff and Drew from Four Bullets Brewery. They just they've been trying to open a brew pub for over a year now, and they had one in Plano. Plano's just to the north of us, and they put all this money into it, and it fell apart. At the end of it just fell apart. Some city ordinance thing.
Yeah.
So they've found a spot literally 2 miles from the store, just down the street on Arapahoe.
Nice.
And they went before the city planning commission and pitched their idea for this brew pub. You got to remember, Richardson doesn't really allow much. It's a very strict city, and they got approved for that. So that meant that got moved on to the city council. And we're pretty tight with city council. We know a lot of people in city council. We did our part to help them out. Davis, who's also been on several episodes of our show, he was there to support them. He actually helps them with their brewing and stuff.
And he works for
Revolver Brewery.
Yep.
But in his spare time, he likes to help the Four Bullets guys as well. Anyway, this past Monday, the Richardson City Council, unanimous approval.
Sweet.
They are approved. Yes, and
Awesome,
John we're all going to applaud that. So there's going to be a brew pub here in Richardson, and it's just down the street.
So is it going to be just like, how's it going to?
I think they're going to do it like 4 nights a week, and then the weekends, and you can come do a tour, and you get samples and things like that, and you can actually, I think, buy the beer there. I'm not exactly sure all the legal rules with the TABC and stuff, but they are a distributor kind of thing, so you'll be able to go and sample their beer. And we've sampled a lot of it, and it's good stuff. It really is good stuff. Yeah. And Jeff and Drew are great guys. They're longtime shoppers here at the store, and I couldn't be happier for these guys. So congratulations. Hopefully, as it comes time to open that brew pub, we will have them on. Because I looked at our numbers, and by the way, the Dallas area has really jumped up in our numbers of
Oh,
listeners
nice.
this past week. We've got Plano's big, Dallas is big, San Antonio and Houston are both really big now. They're both in the top 10 this past
Nice.
month. So a lot of people in Dallas are listening to us. You need to go out and support Four Bullets Brewery. We'll have them on right before their store opens.
Do you need a coupon?
No, you don't need a coupon.
No coupon.
No coupons
no
here.
coupon necessary. You just go over there and buy yourself some beer.
I want to steal from Ron White because he actually posted this on Facebook today, and I thought it was hilarious. And
Okay.
coupon is obviously a Ron White thing. He said, "It is not." Oh, hang on, let me start over. He goes, "It is not a coincidence that the word diarrhea rhymes with the word taqueria."
That is true.
That is true. Anyway, so congratulations to Jeff and Drew at Four Bullets Brewery.
I wonder if Davis is going to double duty himself for them too. That seems like kind of a natural progression there.
Yeah, but let's don't get Davis in trouble. So I bet he doesn't do that. I bet he's loyal to his brand, and he should be.
I'll sell for you.
Yeah.
These
But,
guys.
Yeah. What is Four Thumbs and would support Four Bullets Brewery? These guys.
Oh yeah.
I like this cigar. It's not memorable yet. I mean, but it's good. It's very good. It's got a lot of flavor.
That's got a lot of spice and a lot of leather. It's very tasty. The burn is awful on mine though.
Look
And
at
these have
mine.
been sitting
Mine
in
is
the these have been
freaking
sitting in
awesome.
the humidor here for
He just doesn't know how to
year.
light a cigar. Because
Whatever.
Look, that is freaking
Whatever.
amazing.
yeah. Well, that's construction issue maybe, or it could be a lot of things. Who knows? But yeah, it's tasty.
Lighting issues.
No, it's not a lighting issue. It would have corrected itself by now. Dickhole.
Dick hole.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a real word?
It is a real thing. It's the hole of the dick, not a hole. You're not a dick. You're the dick hole.
Rather a dick hole than a whole dick.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that's
guess.
true. Okay.
It's kind of a sideways compliment.
Kind of sideways. Oh, God, so many jokes. Stop it.
Lean into the left compliment.
Maybe never mind. I'm not going to go that.
No, go there. Come on. You gotta
The
go
Asian
there.
contingency. You know the problem with Asian submarines? So they
What?
come in sideways.
Wow.
Sorry, Asians. We love you guys. They're great. It's
You
just
don't
funny.
listen enough. You guys need to step it up
yeah.
over in
China and Japan used to be big listeners, and they don't listen to us
I
anymore.
wonder why.
Yeah, well,
Racist.
you told me to tell that joke. I was never going to tell it. Actually, he's the one that told me off the air.
No, I did not. He's lying.
Now, anyway, our buddy John is here, and we need John to come on the show sometime, but he's too goofy when he comes on. He acts like he's got to be goofy.
Yeah, it's like
I
a
spent
character.
at least 1,200 nights on this guy's backyard porch. It's got to be close to 1,200 nights. 5 years? 3 or 4 nights a week? It's got to be close to 1,200 nights. I would go down to John's house because he lived down the street from me. He moved. Probably got tired of me coming to knock on his door at 11 o'clock at night. But anyway, and we have great conversations. I want that John to come on our show. That would be great.
The guy talks movies and how they're made.
Yeah, he's a photographer. So you two hit it off.
Yep.
He likes the Mercury Girl like I do, so we're good, man. We'd have him on. We'd have a good time.
And he's got a righteous beard.
He does,
He does.
and it gets more righteous with each passing day. And his hair, it's like flowing.
He
man.
still has hair.
When I
I
first
hate
met
that.
him, man, his hair was like right down here. Now it's like shoulder length, and he's almost like Michael Landon with a beard now. He's shaking
Not
his
dead.
head, going, "You guys are stupid."
Michael Landon.
What's wrong with Michael Landon?
Jeez.
I love
can't-
Highway to Heaven.
No, Highway to Heaven was awful.
It was awesome. Little
It
House
was
on a Prairie
awful.
was greatness.
This is Touched by an
Bonanza. It's
Angel.
Little Joe from.
Touched by an Angel.
That sucks. That wasn't Michael Landon.
That was Michael Landon.
No, it wasn't.
He was in that, wasn't
No,
he?
he wasn't.
What was he in? Highway to Heaven. That's it.
That's
okay.
what I said. Highway to Heaven. Remember when I
Sorry.
said those words? Highway to Heaven. That's the show I was.
That's what I
referring to.
associate them with. They were both equal suckage.
No,
They were both crap.
Touched by an Angel was a ripoff. It was a homogenized version of Highway to
How
Heaven.
can you homogenize
I don't know,
Highway
but they
to Heaven?
did. But they did.
It's about
Well,
as
because they had
Christian
Pat
as you
Boone.
get.
Pat Boone actually was on Touched by an Angel, so that's
Oh,
how you
okay.
homogenize
Yeah,
something.
okay, I guess, yeah.
Sorry,
don't know,
Pat, I
man.
love Pat.
I watched Little House on the Prairie because I had to, because my
It was
family watched
greatness.
it. Ah, that show was
He was
like...
on Bonanza. Come on. Don't be
okay,
ripping
I'll
on
give
the
him Bonanza. But
Don't be
after
ripping
that,
on the great Michael Landon.
Michael
Good
Landon.
Lord. Ripping on Michael Landon. Jeez. The great Eugene Orowitz.
Michael Landon.
That was his real name, by the way.
Was it really?
Eugene, he was Jewish, and he realized it wasn't going to work. He wanted to be in Westerns and stuff, and they're not going to hire a Jew named Eugene Horowitz, so he changed his name to Michael
Wow.
Landon.
Hollywood, you suck.
Oh! I was a teenage werewolf. Come on.
Yeah,
that
okay,
was greatness.
that was entertaining.
And then they ruined it with Teen Wolf, the movie, which was obviously a ripoff of I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
I liked Teen Wolf.
The movie was,
I liked the
it
movie.
was okay.
The second one was horrible, but the
Oh,
first
with
one
the Jason
with
Bateman?
Jason Bateman,
I never
that
saw
was
it.
bad.
Never saw it.
But I like the first
That's
one.
when I figured Jason Bateman had no future in this business.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah, he's still going, man.
Michael Landon tie-in, he was on Little House on the Prairie.
Jason
Bateman was.
What?
And Shannon Doherty. They played
Really?
2 kids that they adopted towards the last couple of seasons.
No.
You know
no
how
idea.
I can look at me tying things together like
I have
always
no
do. I wrap
idea.
bows around stuff.
Little
Jason
House on the
Bateman's first
Prairie.
real big break was on Little House on the Prairie.
Oh.
Thank you, John.
Pre-Hogan's.
Michael Landon.
Pre-Hogan's.
Yes, definitely pre-Hogan's, which was originally called Valerie's Family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Until she left the
So
show
Rhoda
like
left.
a dumbass.
Valerie Harper.
Yeah, Valerie. I've got other things to do. I'm going to make movies. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Shelley Long. And,
Good job, Shelley Long. And what's that guy, Russo? What's his?
from
CSI
or
New York,
whatever.
NYPD Blue. Yeah.
David
Caruso. That
yes.
was it. That was
And
a
Jimmy
dumbass.
Smits
Yeah.
did the same thing. Yeah. If you got a good gig, stick with it.
Especially if you're in television, because you're not going to make movies
You're
like
not
you
gonna-
think you are. Jennifer Aniston. How long did it take her to get a movie that was actually a hit?
Well, she had a couple. Well, Long Came Polly was a huge hit.
Was it really?
Yeah, did like 90 million. I didn't like that movie, but
That's
the
a
radio
crap
station I
movie.
listen to loves that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Horrible Bosses. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it took her a while to really latch onto it. I don't know if she's going to...
We're the Millers was
Anything
greatness.
Well, the Millers was fun, yeah. We're the Millers was...
Seen We're the
was a
Millers
fun
yet?
flick.
What's the one about when they were in Georgia? In the continent?
Wanderlust is an incredibly funny movie, and why that movie bombed is ridiculous, because her and Paul Rudd are awesome in that movie. Keckner wasn't in that, was he? No.
I don't think so.
No. But a lot of great... Alan Alda? It was great.
Aldo.
Watch Wanderlust. Oh, another guy, Alan Alda, thought
Alan
he was
Alda.
too big for his
Yep.
show that he was on. Yeah.
Yep.
Little show called MASH.
MASH. Did you ever watch any other MASH stuff? After
The
MASH?
After MASH? No. I never watched MASH. My mom thought it was dirty.
Really?
We weren't allowed to watch MASH.
MASH? I love MASH. I watched the shit out of MASH.
Yeah.
Didn't watch After MASH. And then, what was the other one? My mom used to watch the doctor
Trapper
show after
John?
that. Trapper John MD. That was the spin-off.
That station I listened to, they have a character called Snapper John.
Nice.
It's hilarious. Okay, we're rambling now on a minisode.
That's okay. It's what we do. We got 10 minutes to do it, so
Okay,
we're good.
We got 20 more seconds.
So what do you think about the second third of the cigar?
It's been one note, but it's a good note.
Yeah, it's pretty much one note.
It's tasty. Like I said, it's not memorable in any way, but if you had another one, I'd smoke it.
Yeah, I do.
Somebody gave me one and said, "Here, we're gonna have a drink and smoke." I'd smoke.
Yeah, it's a good everyday smoke. It's a good.
Yeah.
I don't see why it got number 7 on Cigar Aficionados.
No, I know, but we
those
don't.
guys
know
are
how
kind of smoking crack or something. I don't know, but whatever.
Where did crack land on that list?
Probably number 1.
Dude, you're almost in your final third.
I'm smoking fast, baby. I smoke with.
I'm
thunder.
bringing good content. So
Yeah,
therefore I
okay,
can't-
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
therefore I
whatever.
can't.
Good
I can't
content. Whatever.
Michael
Highway to heaven.
smoke. Geez, now the man about movies guys are gonna kick me in the balls over Michael Landon. Just saying,
I'll send him a link. To
don't be
listen to this
ripping
one.
on Michael Landon. I Was a Teenage Werewolf was an awesome
He's gonna
movie.
have a comeback. No, he's not.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He died. He died like in that trifecta of like it's him, Burt Convey, and shit. Who was the other guy? They're all icons of the 70s and 80s. All like died within a year of each other. All of like pancreatic cancer. Like weird. Who was the third guy?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
We'll look it up.
Bill Bixby.
Bill Bixby.
Yeah,
The Hulk.
the Hulk.
Yep.
All of them died like within a year of each other. All of pretty much the same thing. It's really weird.
That's
And the
weird.
ironic thing was my mom worshipped all three of those guys. Loved all three of those guys.
Hmm.
So she was devastated during that year.
There you go.
Okay, now we're rambling.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna take a break. We'll come back for the last third of the Buenaventura BV500. All right, so we're back for the last third of the Buenaventura BV500. I'm on the last third at least, because I'm smoking like a man.
And I'm providing great content. So, hey, that's a good teamwork thing right there. We're going.
Smoking like
Okay,
a
speaking
man.
of great content, okay?
Yeah.
I brought it up, and then you thought in the break.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk
I
70s
did have a thought.
TV. You did, finally.
I did.
59 episodes and
Dick.
25 minisodes in. Brandon had an idea.
Dickhole.
Joking. 70s TV icons.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh man, there's so many.
Okay, okay, this is the funny story I was going to tell.
Okay.
I was a huge...
And that's the end of the
I know,
episode.
it was a great story. I'm glad I told that.
Okay, go
Got
ahead.
that off my chest.
You were huge.
It's a huge $6 million
Asshole in the
fan.
70s.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I was. Huge $6 million man fan. I even had the doll.
I
You remember
do with the
doll?
eye.
Oh,
You
yeah,
could
you
look
could roll up the sleeve and
It
had the
was like a
Viacom.
little. It was like a little I was like, oh, it's just like mine.
And he just roll it up, and you could see his arm and stuff. It was awesome.
It's got the
only thing
foreskin.
was, I wish it had a.
It's the arm
Jeez.
foreskin.
Oh God. I wish that the eye thing had been more like of a magnifying glass.
I
So
know.
they really
It
could have
was,
seen.
just
But
because it was like everything was far away.
yeah,
That's
no.
all it was.
But it was badass. So I was a huge $6 Million Man fan, and therefore I loved the Bionic Woman because she started off on the show. They were love interest, Jamie Summers. Oh,
Yep.
the biggest crush on Jamie Summers.
Lindsay Wagner.
Yeah. So this is funny. My cousin the other day, we were PMing each other on Facebook.
Which is private messaging.
Yes. And so he says, hey, remember, he goes, I heard the story that when you were a kid, you loved Lindsay Wagner. Or no, you loved the Bionic Woman. And I said, yeah, Lindsay Wagner. And then it dawned on me that my childhood crush and my current crush have the same last name, Jill Wagner. But anyway, I remember my mom bought me a wallet when I was like 7. First wallet I ever owned. And the TV guide, remember you got the TV guide in the newspaper back then?
Yeah.
There's a picture of Lindsay Wagner.
All right.
And I cut it out. And I stuck it in my wallet. And I carried Lindsay Wagner's picture in my wallet for 3 years.
Nice. I had a kindergarten, and it wasn't kindergarten. It was like the middle school teacher or whatever that had the Lindsay Wagner haircut, and I wanted a picture of her, so she gave me a picture, and I kept it in my wallet. My mom found
So you
it.
had a Lindsay Wagner picture in your wallet too?
No, it was my
Oh, your teacher.
my teachers
Okay,
who
all
had the
right.
Lindsay Wagner hair, but it was hot.
Yeah,
though. She was
Lindsay
hot.
Wagner. By the way, saw her recently. She's aged pretty good, but she's nowhere near. She was so pretty back in the day.
Yeah,
but,
she really was.
Okay, speaking of pretty, I was a huge Jacqueline Smith fan.
Oh, yeah, Jacqueline Smith was hot.
She was my favorite Charlie's Angels. Farrah, they were hot.
I was never a blonde guy. I liked the brunettes. So yeah,
I did like Tanya Roberts, not as a character on the show. She was terrible as an actress, but
And
looks-wise was
great.
gorgeous.
Beastmaster
And
Sheena.
Sheena.
Yes.
Sheena. Yeah.
Nakedness.
Our buddy Eric Estrada
Yep, Eric Estrada was big. The old
from
Chips.
Chupacabra and the Alamo guy.
Chupacabra versus Alamo.
Yes.
What a shit movie.
My buddy Henry
horrible,
Winkler, the
horrible
Fonz. Come on, the
Yeah, the
Fonz, who I
Fonz is
met.
definitely an
I met
icon,
Henry
yeah.
Winkler. It was badass. God.
Way cool. Freddie Prinze was a big
Oh,
one.
so I
for
mentioned
me.
Six Man Ladder Man, but we
Yeah.
didn't say Lee Majors.
Yeah, Lee Majors was
huge.
awesome, yeah.
And The Fall Guy was actually a
The
underrated
Fall Guy
show.
was a great show. I like The Fall Guy.
I like The Fall Guy.
Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Wonder
the great
Woman.
Linda Carter. The
Linda
great
Carter.
Mac's wife,
Boobs
used to,
McGee is what we called her in our house.
Mac's wife used to always get told she looked like Linda Carter, and I didn't see it. And then I saw a picture of her like younger, and I was like, oh, she kind of did look like Linda Carter.
Nice.
Not bad.
Good catch, man.
Thank you, bud.
Mork and Mindy was also.
Loved Pan Dauber.
Pan Dauber.
I
was
did
a
not like
sweetie.
Mork. I thought Mork was too over the top for me in the 70s.
Well, you know, I grew up
and
with
he
parents.
throws Fonzie.
I grew up. Yeah, I grew up with parents who were into the whole '70s comedy scene. So I went and saw like Richard Pryor live in concert when I was like way too young to see Richard Pryor live in concert, and I went and saw, you know, Robin Williams live. We drove to like Dallas to go see him live in concert, and it was great. And I didn't understand half the stuff, but I was laughing the whole time because he was just, you know, I was 11 or whatever the hell I was. I was probably 8. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, I liked the guy, but he was definitely over the top. He was way over the top for television at that time. I mean, half the jokes he said were just like,
Yeah.
you know, not for TV.
Okay,
So-
here's a 70. I don't know if she's an icon, but she did play Rachel's mom on Friends. But I thought Marlo Thomas was a total babe on That Girl.
she's definitely an
She was
icon.
hot. She was hot.
David Cassidy. He's an
I
icon.
think I love you. He was huge. He was.
he
Sean
was-
Cassidy even was big for a
Yep.
while.
Spock. He's listed
For
in
the Star Wars nerds, yeah. Okay.
the Star Trek. Star
Of
Trek,
course,
get it right.
our buddy John Schneider and Tom Wolpat.
Starsky, yep.
Oh.
Starsky and Hutch.
By the way, the movie was on the other day, and I'd seen it once.
Yeah.
It's funnier than I remembered it
It
being.
is. It's pretty funny, yeah.
Owen and Ben Stiller, pretty damn funny. And
Starsky and Hutch.
Oh,
And I love
Snoop,
that- oh, I
Snoop
love
Dogg
that-
was perfect.
he
in
was
that.
great
was
as
perfect.
a
I forget the character's name, but he was just the
yeah, Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear. There you go.
But I love it when they're sitting there and they're entertaining the girls, Starsky and Hutch are. And Ben Stiller gives Owen Wilson a guitar, and he sings "Don't Give Up on Us, Baby,"
Yeah.
which was a huge hit for David Soul, who was in Starsky and Hutch, obviously. And they were actually in the final scene, which was funny. Okay, the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch were a big one.
And those Brady Bunch movies were, well, at least the first one was
The first one's hilarious, yeah.
But Maureen McCormick, I met her
Oh, yeah?
at a drive-in. Actually, I have 2 stories about her. I met her at a drive-in movie. We were seeing seen that movie called The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia with
Okay.
Christy McNichol.
Yeah, yeah.
The movie sucked. The song's
Song's
great
great.
by
Yeah,
Vicki
the
Lawrence.
song's
The
great,
movie's terrible. And we'd heard that there was somebody famous in the snack bar. You know, because back then with the drive-in, you had the first movie, intermission, you go to the snack bar.
Yeah.
And so there's people signing autographs and stuff. There's a lady signing autographs, and I didn't know. I'm like 9. And I walked over, and can I get your autograph? I didn't know. And she signs it. And so I go back to the card. I'm like, I got an autograph. And my mom says, who? And I said, I don't know. Maureen McCormick? My mom's like, that's Marcia Brady. I'm like, what? I didn't realize that was Marcia Brady. I hadn't met her. And then my other story is my brother's wife worked in the mall at some store. And she came home. She goes, I met Marcia Brady. She came in and bought like $400 worth of stuff in our store. And like, Marcia Brady, how'd you know it was her? And she goes, the lady that I worked for knew who she was. She didn't know who she was because she was like 20.
Yeah.
But Marcia Brady.
Welcome Back, Kotter was a big one in the 70s also.
John
Travolta hit the big time after that.
That's where it was. I liked Freddie Boom Boom Washington the best. He was my favorite character on that show. Hi there.
Wow. Yeah, that's some good stuff. There was some great stuff in the 70s, man. We grew up in an awesome era.
It was.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah, our buddy John Schneider and...
Yep.
Oh, I Dream of Jeannie was more 60s, but good Lord, Barbara Eden was heaven. Oh, well, I Dream Larry Hagman.
Yep.
He was an icon of the 70s.
Yes, he was.
And 80s. Yeah.
And 80s, yeah.
And
he took it.
And I can't watch the new season of Dallas. I've tried.
Yeah, without him? It's just weird without him?
Without JR being on the show, it's not the same. That shows you're good at your character if you can...
Yeah, if you can carry a show.
2 shows and then run the second show.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
But that was a great time.
The ones we used to watch like all the time in our house, Chico and the Man, Sanford and Son were big.
Dude.
And, oh my God.
Carol O'Connor. How could we forget Carol O'Connor with Archie Bunker? Come on.
The first time I saw Red Fox in live, I mean, talk about blue.
I have a story
totally different than what he did on the show. I mean, holy crap. He went seriously blue.
My ex-wife had front row tickets to see Red Fox in Vegas. Her boss, she was dating her boss at the time. And he was rich.
Yeah.
She was 20 and hot. So they're seeing Red Fox. And he was so blue, she got up in the middle of his act and left.
Wow.
And he called her out. And he said, what? Got to go change your rag? Yeah, so Red Fox called out my ex-wife.
Nice.
So I wasn't allowed to watch Sanford and Son on reruns because she'd be like, "That's Red Fox. Turn it off."
I love that show, though. Man.
It's
There's
funny.
so many great characters in that show.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing is the
Jeffersons.
sitcoms.
We forgot about Jefferson.
They were sitcoms, and they had great characters.
George
that just
Jefferson
really
was great.
Carried those shows.
Archie Bunker is the greatest character of all time, maybe. Yeah, the 70s had some really good stuff. Laverne
really
and
did.
Shirley, Happy Days, good. I mean, we talked Fonzie, but dude, I could just say Potsy, and you know exactly what show I'm talking about.
Yep.
Ralph Malph, I know exactly. You know, Joni, Chachi. I mean,
Joni loves Chachi.
Joni loves Chachi. Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work.
That was horrible.
But Scott Baio was huge.
He was a big icon.
Yeah. Man, 70s was the...
And
that was right when the posters were big, too. Cheryl Teagues and Farrah Fawcett and the posters were...
And then Scott Baio did Zapped and then went, poof.
Well, they saw Heather Thomas's boobs in that.
Yes.
And then she went on to do on Fall Guy with...
Yep.
Oh, and the Fall Guy's where we first got to see Marky Post.
Yes.
Back in the 80s icons now.
Marky Post.
Loved Marky Post.
Into the 80s now.
Rumor has it that Bill Clinton had her.
What?
Yeah, that was a big rumor that he had her in
Really?
the White House, yeah.
In the White House.
In the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the big rumor.
Is there
Not
a dress,
saying it's true.
Is there a dress for that?
Just saying I've heard about it. Knife.
That guy. You know, just...
I should have shaved
How
this,
can
and I
you
should have
not
just
be
kept
the
looking
president?
like...
How can you be the president and not just have whatever tail you want?
Yeah.
I mean...
That's what JFK thought.
Yeah, exactly. That dude was living it up. I love that story about he's like getting ready to sign the embargo, and he's like, "Go get me a shit ton of Cubans right now."
H. Upman Petite Coronas.
Yep.
Yep.
That bastard. Hate you, JFK.
But anyway, 70s TV was the height of TV, and that's why I can't get into modern TV, because
Yeah, you get into Friends,
Suzanne
all right.
Summers.
Yeah, Suzanne Summers was a big one, yeah.
Oh, and Priscilla Barnes was also kind of hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she was all kinds of naked in that...
and a lot of stuff.
In that, was that 10,000 Maniacs? Whatever.
Yeah.
Not 10,000 Maniacs. House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
No, the other one. Whatever it was. Devil's Rejects. That's what it was.
That movie with Priscilla Barnes, where she was naked. That's the movie you were talking about.
Yep. House. Yeah. It's a... Yeah. What I said. Devil's Rejects. That's what it is.
John Ritter. We forgot.
Watch Devil's Rejects.
Can't forget the great John Ritter.
John Ritter's awesome. Was that 70s?
Yeah,
That was
Three's
80s.
Company,
70s? Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Don Knotts?
Don Knotts and Mr. Furley. Loved him as Mr.
Yeah.
Furley. You know, the Ropers. Oh, talk about people that, we're too big. The Ropers left Three's Company to have their own show, which bombed.
Yep.
And they were going to bring him back, but Don Knotts filling in was so awesome that they're like, sorry, we're going to stick with Don Knotts.
Yep.
And that just ruined the Ropers' career.
Yep. Sorry about you, Ropers.
The only thing redeeming about the Ropers was that Jeffrey Tambor, that was his first big starring role, and he's gone on to complete greatness.
Yeah. Jeffrey Tambor is awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
WKRP.
Lonnie Anderson.
Is
How did we
that
forget Lonnie
70s?
Anderson? Yes, it was.
Oh, my God.
By the way,
Lonnie
one of the
Anderson.
greatest theme songs of all time is that theme song to WKRP in Cincinnati. It almost makes you like a little tear. It's a very pretty song. It's
That's a great song.
Yeah. So anyway, so see, Michael Landon talk can lead to good talk.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so we're about to the end of the Buenaventura BV500. What do you think? Good everyday smoke.
Yeah. This is a
not
work
complex
smoke.
at all.
It's a work smoke that I have, and I would enjoy it, and I'd like it. But it's not, like I said, memorable is the word that keeps popping in my head. It's not memorable, but I do like it.
It's definitely gotten a little more bold in the last third. There's a little more leather involved in the last third.
It does have great waftage. Great waftage.
Yeah. Well-constructed cigar.
I like performing for a live audience. The Calypso Cigar Review is taped before a live studio audience.
And you can check us out on all our regular podcasts on iTunes. We didn't even do this
I know,
on a full episode.
I know. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, Podomatic, Podcast Land, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
If you're not finding us, you're not looking.
You're not looking.
We're everywhere.
That's right.
And as always, give us those reviews. We'd love to have reviews on iTunes. It just makes us move up the ranks. People can find us.
Heart us on iHeartRadio.
Yes, please do. Download that app and listen to us on iHeartRadio.
Yes.
It's fun. I do it at work.
Brian McGee downloaded the app while he was here last weekend at the Toronto event and said, this is what I'm going to be listening to on the road now. So,
Sweet.
hi, Brian.
Thank you, sir. So, as always, it's been great smoking with you.
See you later, Brandon.
See you later, Randy. 70s!
70s rock!